What's up, everybody? Back again with another video. All right, first things first. I'm gonna show my book, my debut novel, as you say, Gods and Goddesses: Children of Random Rokir. Again, y'all, the paperback is only $16, and if you have Kindle Unlimited, it's basically for free. Or if you want to buy it on the Kindle, it's gonna be $9.99. It's a mature dark fantasy focusing on a divine family, mainly. Again, is entitled "The Children of Ragnarok here," as the godlings, basically um, divine children. As the godlings grow up throughout the book, and they prepare to basically defend the world against uh, the main antagonist. So this book is like 596 pages long, and there's several illustrations. Some of the illustrations being not safe for work. So again, this is for a mature audience, and I hope you guys decide to get it and have at it. All right. So I also want to say this too, just in case y'all missed some things. I also am posting my comic, Night's Fall Eldritch, the first chapter, and it's the safe for work version. So um, I'm the writer and my artist, Nefarious Watcher, great guy. Thank you so much, Neff. I've have this on my Twitter, which is drhino419 or X, whatever you want to call it, Twitter or X. I can't keep up with the times with that. And there's going to be updates every week. And so far, we got 3 pages. And what it's about is that it's like think of it like uh, a dark fantasy, a medieval dark fantasy with a little bit of Renaissance to it. And it's about two knights really just having this unholy rivalry that's spanned for like centuries. But something changes, and it's basically going to be very different than their previous dealings were. And I'll definitely put links down below, guys, just to make it easy for y'all. All right, now into the actual topic of the video. So I was scrolling through Twitter, and I had no idea there was gonna be Until Dawn uh, live action. I I'm kind of like I was just kind of stunned by this, really. Oh, it's from 19 minutes ago. I didn't even read the article, to be honest. But the release date, I saw that there was a release date, and it's April 25th, 2025. So that might be, for any of y'all who actually like or are fans of the game. I never played it. I know it was really well received, but I never played it. I know there was a prequel called Wendigo, maybe. I could be wrong, guys. I know there definitely was a prequel to it. The prequel didn't do that well, if I remember correctly. And then, of course, you got the recent remake, which I'm not sure if that's doing well or not. Again, I'm not really into Until Dawn, but I do give it respect. So, Until Dawn movie adaptation from Shazam director gets release date again, which is April 25th, 2025. Sony Pictures live action movie adaptation of the PlayStation 4 horror game Until Dawn now has a release date. The movie will hit theaters in April 2025 under Sony's Screen Gems production company. David F. Sandberg Shazam helmed the movie, which stars Ella Rubin, Peter Stormare, Maya Mitchell, and Ji Young. I do not know these people. So we have a post on X saying action production on Until Dawn movie is now underway. How long ago was this? Oh, really? wait. So they're it only took them a year. Oh, okay, so that's a little bit concerning. I mean, I'll be honest, y'all. Actually I'm not gonna give my opinions yet. Until Dawn movie adaptation gets release date. Supermassive Games 2015 horror game Until Dawn was announced to get a movie adaptation earlier this year. Filming on the project began in August and wrapped this month on October. For wow, that's short, huh? Hmm. What 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 does that mean? What does that encore like? What? All right. And Sony's Screen Gems has now announced its release date in theaters. The movie was also produced with Sony's gaming adaptation, ARM PlayStation Productions, which has handled its Uncharted and The Last of Us live action adaptations. That Uncharted movie was total garbage. I didn't watch it, but people really felt, and I also felt cheated out of a older Nathan Drake. I'm tired of this young Nathan Drake crap. I know they're kind of trying to go with with him. I don't know. I don't know what they. I just know that I wasn't interested in it, and it didn't do well. And The Last of Us live action, I can care less. Naughty Dog really ruined that for them. They ruined that themselves with the whole Last of Us 2 debacle with the false um, re- reporting or flagging, whichever, um, just because of memes. Until Dawn is being helmed by director David F. Sandberg, who has a history of working on horror movies like Lights Out and Annabelle Creation, alongside more blockbuster-sized superhero movies like Shazam, and its less successful sequel, Shazam: Fury of the Gods. The movie's screenplay was written by Gary Doberman, The Nun, and It. Until Dawn stars Ella Rubin, Michael. I'm not saying all those names. Da, da, da. Inclusion is Stomeyer's inclusion is notable here, as he will be reprising his role as the psychiatrist Dr. Hill. Oh, okay. So he was from the original. So he was actually from the source. Okay, cool. Who appears to players in between the story chapters. It is currently unknown whether the rest of the cast will be playing characters previously seen in the game, or whether the movie will be telling a new story with new characters. That'd be so freaking stupid if they do that. If you're gonna make it in the movie, you might as well do it right. You can twist it a bit here and there, but don't go full um, idiotic. Supermassive Games adventure horror game Until Dawn puts players in charge of the fates of a group of teenagers who reunite at a lodge in spooky Blackwood Mountain 1 year after a tragic accident claimed the lives of two of their friends. These characters will live or die based on the choices players make throughout the game's story, as various twists and turns threaten to put an early end to their adventures in Blackwood Mountain. Until Dawn recently received a remake from PlayStation Studios and Ballistic Moon, which also teased a potential sequel, also from PlayStation Production. It's The Last of Us season, blah, 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 blah. Don't care. All right, so there's going to be a potential sequel to Until Dawn after all these years. That's kind of weird. Not really unheard of, but it's like, the hype for it kind of it's kind of gone now. Like, hey, can we get like a Bloodborne remake or a remaster or something, or a PC port of it or something? I want that. If anything, I want to see a Bloodborne movie. I want to see that. I don't care about no damn Until Dawn movie. I don't. Especially, and I'm kind of getting tired of Sony. And I know Sony's mainly like a film company, well, they're a technology company, but they specialize with films as well. Duh. But I'm not really feeling it. I mean, Until Dawn is literally like an interactive movie. That's what it is, with all the choices you can make. And so when they're making this movie, it's like taking away like what's your lore I, I'm not sure if there's established lore for the game for the first, like, with decision making and all that. I'm not sure. Actually, having a sequel does sound cool, actually, because that gives me some Mass Effect vibes, and I love Mass Effect. But it better not do like what Mass Effect did with the cut corners, like where some of your choices actually don't really matter. I hope that doesn't. Anyway, I'm getting off track. So my thing is, okay, just to think back to this started in August and it just wrapped up. So this is going to be a quick movie then. This is probably just going to be an hour long where there's just going to be like that fast and people are not really going to digest it. I can't really see it being almost 2 hours long. If it's that quick. What was the budget for this movie? I don't know anything about this. This is my first time hearing about this. I don't think I'm that far removed from from gaming news like this. I would hope not, but maybe I am. But my thing is, if they're gonna make a movie with this and there's no really established lore of what actually happens, because it's up to the player's choice for that to what they think happens in their thing. It just kind of takes away from the, I guess it just takes away the element of that. I don't know. It just I think I don't think this movie's gonna do well, and that's not me saying like it's gonna be terrible or anything. I think there's just it's definitely not gonna live up to how the original was. And speaking of the original, this would have made a lot more sense for it to come out during that time of like when the PS4 was still new, was relevant, all that. That would have been better. And I get they're trying to link up with the remake of it, which I have no idea if it's even doing a good, if it's doing well or whatever. I saw some things here and there, but I wasn't really searching for that. It just popped up on my feed one day, and I'm just like, I don't really care. Again, I never played the game. I've watched gameplay of it back when it was uh new, when it came out. I was really I really liked that. I thought it looked good. It still looks good. I don't, but mm, I I don't know, guys. I'm getting some vibes that I'm not worried or concerned. It's just like I hope this is not really a disappointment for the actual fans of Until Dawn. Me, on the other hand, again, I would rather have a live action of Bloodborne. I and then, I don't know why Sony's doing this weird angle of like making video game movies. Their games are like movie or like interactive movies, and they make movies or shows off those games. And what a weird timeline. I don't even know what to say. It's weird. I'm not sure if I like when I think back to stuff like this. I think back to like when I was a kid and I was like, oh, I hope they make a movie about this game or whatever. Like stay true to the element. I mean, some games back then did really well, like Silent Hill, the first Silent Hill movie. Even though they changed up some characters uh and some lore bits and all, it was relatively like pretty darn well because it kept the soundtrack. Uh, it actually kept to the main core of Silent Hill One with a little bit of Silent Hill Two, obviously with Pyramid Head. Um, I mean, mm, I don't know. Maybe I'm doing a terrible job of explaining things, but I'm just kind of stumped about this. It could be good, or it could go either way. It could be really good. I could be wrong about this, or it could be just disappointing. And I'm, you know, I'll be right about it. Either way, I mean, what? Why are we? Why are we throwing money into making movies and TV shows when we can actually, make bring back games from like the PS1 era and the PS2 era and remake those to generate uh, s- some life into those IPs, especially for the PS2 era with all those horror games. They're barely even being acknowledged. Oh, but yet Sony, that one Sony spokesperson said, yeah, we don't have that many IPs to go off of. Such bull crap. Sounds like Kathleen Kennedy about, oh, we don't have a lot of source material for Star Wars. Yeah, I think that's it for now, y'all. I'm not trying to go on too much about this, but what are your thoughts about this? Like it, like the video, dislike the video, comment, share, subscribe, all that jazz. I'll see y'all later. Ciao.